With the mole's murder of Shintani, the police begin to suspect Yagami and subpoena him. The cases of both past and present become a volatile mix at the ADDC. At one point, the land it sits on had been the target of a redevelopment scheme. And behind that plan, the Kansai-based construction company, the Kajihira Group, and its chairman, Shigeru Kajihira.
It almost sounds like he's like, who did what? But nope, we're gonna figure this out in this episode of Limelight. No, it's Judgment, but the chapter is called Limelight. Hey, it's the K here with more Judgment. In the last episode, that happened. And now that this is happening.
That old man is the person responsible for all 10,000 employees in the Kajihira Group. Shigeru Kajihira.
So he's the guy.
Hello. Yeah, he's the chairman of the holdings and everything.
You're familiar with Hattori-san here, yes?
Yeah.
He's told me a great deal about you, Yagami-san.
Me?
He even included me in on the perfect way to get inside your head.
You better not be talking about Mafia-chan.
As I understand it, you two are practically family. The young lady is quite fond of you, you know.
I take it you're the one who gave Shioya the order to kidnap her then?
I wanted to see what you were capable of.
Huh?
Now that I know the Kure clan will leave you alone, I can guarantee that.
Okay.
Let me guess. There's a condition?
There's something I'd like you to do. A job only a detective can handle.
Here we go.
A year ago, I set in motion a plan to redevelop a massive plot of land owned by the Ministry of Health.
Yeah, I know. Hattori-san's article told me as much.
Sharp. Our plan was to take over the entire medical institute. That's enough land there for 3 or 4 Kamurochos. So I struck a deal with Minister Kazami and bought up the surrounding properties for next to nothing. All that remained was closing down the ADDC and the other arms of the institute. But I don't have enough time on this planet to wait for that to just happen naturally. So I turned to a man named Hashiki.
Here's a shot of the man.
Never seen the guy before.
At the time, Hashiki was the vice director of the ADDC. But tempting him to join me was easy enough. But soon we were working together to sabotage the center.
Sabotage?
Yes, he drove out the ADDC's most promising talent and sold their cutting-edge research to rival labs. He performed his part admirably.
Sounds like a real douchebag, if you ask me.
So you're saying you bought off a government official?
Yes, and it was easy. But then, just as the ADDC was on its last legs, something breathed life back into it.
Which was?
AD9. Minister Kazami did a complete 180. He took Kido's side and vowed to keep the center open. That drug ruined the whole damn operation.
And where's Hashiki now?
Dead.
What?
He was beaten to death some 6 months ago.
Shoot, really?
Somebody murdered the vice director of the ADDC?
They're still not sure who was responsible. The cops wrote it off as a drunken brawl, and that was the end of it. Yagami-san, I want you to investigate Hashiki's death. I have reason to believe it was premeditated.
What makes you think that? You sound pretty sure.
He was suspicious of AD9. Thought it was all a hoax.
A hoax? But why?
Just when we started talking about closing the center, along came this revolutionary new drug to save the day. The timing was too convenient. That's what Hashiki thought, at least. He was sure that there was more to AD9 that met the eye.
Someone probably killed him because they don't want him getting rid of 89.
He was murdered.
Are you saying Director Kido bumped him off? It's a pretty serious accusation.
If that were the case, I'd still be able to shutter the center. The redevelopment project would begin anew, and all my investments would finally turn a profit. But as of right now, I'm 100 billion in the red.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
I can't leave that large an investment on the table.
No wonder you're so hung up.
Whoever killed Hashiki probably did it despite Kajihira. Most likely someone working to protect 89. Could be Kido.
The ADDC is hiding something. I'm sure of it. And that lawyer, Shintani, was close to figuring out what. At least until he got his eyes gouged out. Things are not all they seem to be at the ADDC. And if that's the case, you must want to know the truth too, Yagami-san. That's why I came to you. There's nobody else I could ask to do this.
Okay. Wait, you didn't want to hear my answer of whether I say yes or no? You're just going to tell me to do it and expect it done?
Mafuyu almost got kidnapped thanks to you. Anything you want to say?
Chairman Kajihira pretty much kidnapped me, too. Going after your girl wasn't my idea. I was just looking out for myself.
Okay.
Still feels like you owe us an apology.
And information. You owe us information about something
That's
else
the
you
fucking
wrote.
worst.
Where did you get your sources?
Hey, shouldn't we roll out of here? Our friend's just about waking up.
Probably should.
Good point. Let's go.
We'll head back to my office. Have some coffee over there.
Yeah, name's Hashiki. Used to be vice director of the ADDC. Mm-hmm. Murdered in Kamurocho 6 months ago. Sorry to spring this on you, Hoshino. Think you could get all that for me by tomorrow? Okay, thanks.
Well, looks like that's it for today. See you at Genda's tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Night, boys.
Yagami-san,
What's up, Sugira?
I was just thinking, teaming up with you was the right call. Should make some progress on my investigation now that Kajihira himself is out in the open.
I wouldn't have saved Mafuyu without you either. Thanks again.
No prob. Let me know if anything else comes up.
Sweet. A night's full night's sleep sounds pretty good right about now. Yeah, no kidding. But we are starting a new chapter, and there is a lot of side cases besides the one I just picked up. Wait, did this one just popped up too? The one I was looking for, and it didn't show up. Gosh dang it. Missing persons case. Something. So many. Okay, we'll work my way down. I think the missing persons case was something that I got right at the end of the chapter before starting the end of the chapter in the last one, so now you know the reason behind that one. And then this one was the one I picked up at Tender. So these are the ones that are 35 at least. The other two are something I had not dealt with before. May give me a thing later, but I don't think I'm not going to... I don't think, unless I can focus on the friends, I don't think I can do much else at the moment. So it will be a little bit of side casing. We're going to stop in the Cafe M first. Dang, this is crazy though. There's like a lot of things going on here. You have so many cases colliding. I don't know. It's possible that the original murder of the Shinpei the original murder of Emmy could be around. Is this the lady I'm supposed to talk to? Hello, ma'am? Are you the one?
Excuse me.
Excuse me, I'm Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency. Oh, a pleasure to meet you, Yagami-san. I'm Fumi Tabiyama, the one who requested you. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Mind if I sit? Sure, go right ahead. So this job, I understand your nephew has gone missing?
Hi.
Yes, I'm afraid so. His name is Hideki Deguchi. 3 years ago, he left home in hopes of becoming the #1 host in Kamurocho, and I haven't heard from him since. He sure sets his sights high, doesn't he? A friend of mine took this recently. Oh. I get the impression he's okay, but he doesn't seem to reach him. I can't reach him. And his parents, I'm sorry to ask, but they're both gone? Yes. They were a tragic accident while Hideki was in high school. I'm the only family he's got left. You must be worried sick then.
Hi.
Yes, to say the least. Do you think you could find him, Miyagabi-san? I could try. I'm usually pretty good at tracking people down. There is one more thing I think you should know. It's embarrassing, but I lent Hideki some money at one point to the tune of 500,000 yen. Oh, well, that's a lot. 500,000. That's not exactly pocket change. Yeah, that's like a whole $20,000 loan or something in a way. Yes, he told me he needs a nest egg to kick off living here in Tokyo, and he paid it back in a year. But I couldn't bring myself to bug him about it, and now 3 years left will have flown by. Understandable. Money could be a tough subject between family. Right, so I stayed quiet, but now I'm in a situation where I could really use that money. Everything okay? Oh, yes, but my daughter is getting married soon, and I'd like to be able to help her out. Ah, I see. Yes, I actually always planned on the 500,000 going towards her. That's why I saved it. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're hoping I can find your nephew and get your money back in the process? Yes. It's a tough thing to ask, but I assure you it's not about the money. It's more important to me that he's safe. Oh, I assure you it's not about the money. It's more important to me that he's safe. You'll be discreet about the money issue, I hope? Of course. He's your family, so I'll make sure things stay amicable. But if he's not paying you back, there's clearly an issue. If he has it, I'll get it back somehow. Reckless aspirations! I believe you made the offer of 120,000 yen, correct? Yes. I did some research and thought it would be more an appropriate amount. Great. Then it's settled. Okay, I got our contact and everything, so we now have to go find the host. Oh, we're calling up Stardust because if he's the host, then maybe they hired him. Hey, Seiya, I've got a request for you. Yakubi-san, what's up? I'm looking for a guy. Goes by Hideki Deguchi. Word on the street is that he's the host. Heard of him? Deguchi? That's not the kind of name a host would use. You know what his stage name is?
Nope.
No, not really. But I got a picture. I'll text you. Before you do, is it just a normal photo or one of those headshots?
Nope.
Nah, it's just a normal photo. I take it that it won't work? Yeah, man. We get so done up on the job you wouldn't even recognize us in the street clothes. Ah, that's a tough break. This is the only photo I got to go on. Well, maybe someone's seen him off shift. I'll ask around. Thanks. Let me know if you hear anything. Better not get my hopes up, but Seiya's my best. Let's see if he can pull anything first. Alright. Oh. Oh, thank you. Alright, so we have to wait for a call from Seiya, but in order to do anything else, why don't we start heading next towards the beef zone. The one I was looking for that I couldn't find, and I was like, maybe it has to be night. Well, it is night, and we're up solving more cases. Hello, can we get in the beef bowl, beef zone? Hey, dude. Hey, wait a minute. Aren't I your friend?
Yagami-san.
Yeah, it's Hiranuma. It's the photojournalist that we usually do. So, what can I do for you? I've got another photo surveillance quest, actually, but this one's a little sticky. In other words, big. News cycle big. How big are we talking here? Under the table politics. Actually, why don't you start at the beginning? Well, I'm chasing a political scandal. Trust me, if we could get the lens on this, those pictures are going to be on the front page of every paper. Alright, I'm intrigued. What kind of scandal are we talking about? just business as usual in politics. This politician has been having backroom conversations he shouldn't be. The guy's an ex-pro wrestler, so of course he's been working to set up this massive sporting event of some sort. And guess who's winning the bids for the job? The guy's paying him up front, that's who. So you're saying he's taking bribes? Yep. And I'm guessing based on that, you know you're talking about Miki, right? Well, how many wrestlers go into politics? Of course I've heard of him. Good. I've been on Miki's trailer for quite a bit now. He's got this big dinner coming up, and I'd be willing to bet that some money changes hands under the table. That's your reporter's intuition talking? Yep. But the problem is, I'm already made. Miki has all this big needs at a restaurant called Kikanoya, but I can't get in there anymore. Uh-oh. Did he catch you tailing him or something? And what do you mean by you can't get in?
Oh.
I'm not that stupid, but I do think he's onto me, and he's probably has this restaurant by the balls. They turned me away at the door if I tried to go in there that night. I think I'm getting the picture. If you can't get in, you need an unknown face to get in. Exactly. You just gotta get into the restaurant and catch the money transfer. I see. Well, at least it's clear. I'll even make a reservation for you. You take the job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will as far as payment goes. I'm betting big on this, so I'll make it 150,000 yen. That's enough, I hope. Yeah, that's enough. I thought you might like the number. Just don't let me down, okay?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll let you know when I have something. Looking forward to it, Yakuza-san. Alright, let's go check out this restaurant. Is it going to send me there, or do I have to walk there? Oh, it sent me there. Okay, cool. Getting the reservation gets me in, but how do I know where this politician's going to be seated? Our bottle's empty, dumbass! What's it going to take to get you idiots to pay attention to my table? My apologies, sir. I'll bring you another right away. How am I supposed to focus on steering this country when I've got to yell at the waitstaff to keep my table stocked? You got quite a rowdy crowd tonight. I apologize for the inconvenience, sir. Sounds like your guy on the other has a drinking problem. He a Yakuza or something? No, sir. Nothing of the sort. That's funny. He was talking about steering the country. Maybe politics then? I could swear I recognize the voice. Isn't he the pro wrestler who turned a politician? Well, I suppose it's hard to mistake his voice. Where's the goddamn order? Do I really gotta pour my own drinks? I'm sorry. She's with the customer at the moment, sir. And is that customer the Prime Minister or something? Do I have to wait until you're done serving the peasants? He's a class act, huh? I'm terribly sorry, sir. Nah, don't worry about me. You should probably go check on him before he blows a gasket. I do apologize, sir. If you'll excuse me. I can't complain. The guy's being a raging asshole pointed me right to him. I should get a position myself. Okay. I need to get a photo of him changing hands so it's clear of a bribe. Oh, Hashi-san, I couldn't help but notice the gift you seemed to brought with you. Yes, I believe this snack should beat your expectations, Miki-san. Wait, did he really just put the cash in the convection box? That's the oldest trick in the book. Oh, I've been looking forward to... Yes, I've been looking forward to seeing the extent of your effort. Prima cookies. Eh? What's this? Oh, it's a popular treat from my hometown. Very tasty, sir. Oh, I see. So, what I'm after is... not underneath? Sorry? No way. If there's no bribe, a photo is useless. Hohashi-san, wasn't I clear when I told you I expected a gift in exchange for the contract? Yes, of course. That's why I brought you a convection box, sir.
Oi.
Hohashi, are you that dense? You have to know that that wasn't what I meant, don't you? I told you what I wanted just to see how sincere you were about this. Can't you take the hint? You're not a fan of Take It? I didn't know, sir. I'm so sorry.
Nani?
You still don't get it. Get what, sir? It's execution time. Ah! Oh my god. What about this? Can we take a picture of this? Whoa. You got it through your thick skull yet, huh, Hohashi? Ah, no! I don't know what you're talking about. I should probably get a picture of this. It might not be a bribe, but it's a scandal, alright? I need to find a position where I can get a clear shot of Miki's face. No, I need to go from the front. This position won't work. I need to, like, go up into the vent. Is there, like, a vent or something? Can I get in here? Is that okay? Maybe I could take it. Oh, yes. This would be awkward, but yes. Yeah, this would work.
Now.
No doubt, that's Miki's in the shot. Counts as a solid business partner at a high-end restaurant. The headline writes itself. Oh dear God. So scandalous. Look at all this dirt. I better clean this up. Uh-oh. Shit. Hey, what are you doing, sir? Who's there? Damn, cover's blown. Better make a break for it. Security! Don't let this man escape! Shit. I guess there's no avoiding this. You are a reporter for one of those magazines? I've had enough of you flies buzzing around me. If you're attracting flies, it's probably because you're rotten. That's cute. But did you forget I used to be a pro wrestler? Might want to watch your mouth. Oh, I didn't forget. I guess I'm just not cheesy enough to play along with your shitty wrestler act. You little punk. The next time you wake up, you'll be in the hospital bed. Get 'em, boys!
Wow, really?
Yeah, I know. This is rude. This is a restaurant. This is a restaurant. Like, how could you be this rude in a restaurant? Okay, oops. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Thank you. I wanted to clear out some guys a lot or easier, hopefully, by using the water. Ow. We're going swimming here. Everybody swim. Swim. Have some fun at this pool party. Oh, he's out. He was out of the party ever since I kicked him out. He wasn't wearing a swimsuit. But neither am I. So who am I to judge? Oh man, that must have been a rush. Okay, let me switch back to Tiger. I'm also doing the other illegal thing that you can't do in a pool. I'm eating in the pool. Hopefully I don't get a stomach cramp. Drown! No, I can't do that. We're just fighting in this little pool over here. We're probably scaring all the koi. It was probably a koi pond. And we're scaring all the koi, maybe accidentally stomping on them while we're like fighting, you know. Put some koi in your mouth. I'll probably help you out of the water in a second. Yeah. What? How did this happen? Any else you want to tag in, or are you done slicing your goons, sticking your goons on me? Oh wow, I'm very wet in this cutscene. Probably because I had to get his body out of the water. I admit, you're pretty good. You know, I could use a guy like you on my staff. What do you say?
Huh?
What? And end up unemployed with the scandal sends you straight to jail? Listen, just get rid of the photo. I can pay. Not a chance. If you're rotten enough to attract flies, I'm sure your money smells like shit too. When this photo goes public, I suggest you clean up your life. Maybe the flies will move on to the next shit stain. That's right, buddy. Not even the bath cleansed your soul. Or maybe it did, but it's working slowly. Good work, Yagami-san. Looks like I'm going to be able to write quite a piece on this guy. I didn't get any shots at the bribe you wanted, but I guess it still turned out. Oh, for sure. This beats a bribe any day. I'm actually pretty impressed you were able to improvise like that. Maybe you got a future as a news photographer? Haha, I wonder. Well, if you ever feel like a career change, just drop me a line. If the detective thing doesn't plan out, maybe I'll take you up on that. I mean, that gets the truth out there. It definitely will take a lot to get the truth out there like that, you know? Okay. We're back in Yagami's office. Is there anything here? I'm just double checking just to be absolutely sure. No, because I need 45. But we're getting close. A couple of them need 50, which means I have to be able to actually do some of the things that seem really hard. Alright, where are we? Besides out in front of my office. We're closest to... we're closest to these guys over here. If we look at the case file, I'm still stuck on reckless aspirations too, so I have to wait for the phone call. I think I'm gonna call it a video here, and then the next video we will do the rest of the side quests. Hopefully it's not too much longer before we get a phone call from Suya, or the guy from Stardust, Seiya. We'll see you guys then.